This is a short film to show the equipment that I use when I'm outside painting, known as plein air painting. It's filmed here on my home patch of Teesdale in the North Pennines of England. Much of the time I work well away from roads and other places where it would be easy to get things out of my car. So I carry everything on my back or on my hip belt. This means that the equipment has to be compact and easily to be carried and packed away. I also make it as light as possible. Once I've found a suitable painting or sketching location, it only takes a few minutes to set up my plein air kit. It begins with a sturdy tripod. In this case, I use a Manfrotto Compact Advanced. I'll put a link at the bottom of the description. It's versatile and able to adjust it for varying heights, so I can use this either standing up or seated. Next comes my plein air box. It's a simple box which I've made myself and very cheap to make, less than £5. I designed and made the box to fit perfectly inside my rucksack. And it's a two-part box in which I store my watercolour pad. One section of the box is designed to form a shelf, and this fits neatly on the tripod legs. The other section forms the easel, and this is attached to the tripod by the tripod's quick release plate. This is a plate which usually comes on more substantial photography based tripods, and it allows me to simply clip on the easel onto the tripod top. I can then adjust it using the handles to any angle that I wish. Then it's simply a case of putting my painting equipment onto the easel and shelf. A watercolour pad sits on the top, and then on the shelf I place my palette, my brushes, and also a small water pot which I've made a space for so that it sits nice and firmly on the shelf. On the right hand side of the shelf you can see some holes which I've drilled, and those store my brushes while I'm painting. Once the equipment's in place, I'm ready to start sketching. The shelf and easel are surprisingly sturdy. I've made it to fit a 10-inch by 14-inch watercolour pad. You could make it bigger, but I feel firstly it wouldn't fit into my rucksack, but also it may be more liable to being caught by the wind. On this occasion I brought the wrong palette with me. This circular paint box doesn't suit this shelf. I have a square box which I use, and you'll see it in future films. Once the pencil sketch is complete, I like to adjust the angle of the easel. I like to have the easel at less of an angle. To me, this is better for applying washes onto the watercolour paper. Once I've completed my sketching, it's a very simple case of just packing all the equipment back away into the rucksack. It takes only minutes. All packed away, I'm then ready to move on to my next location. And it's as simple as that. hope you've enjoyed this film. If you have, do click the like button, and even better, subscribe to my channel, and you'll see more of my films as I post them. But thanks for watching.